What is going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the Shroom Draft League. This week, we are going up against Shroom Raver. We are also going up against him in the PPL, so that's really cool. We got to have two really fun battles, and I'm actually really excited to show you guys this one because it was a lot of fun for me to team build. I brought a lot of funny stuff. Basically, Shroom and I are memes. Also, I didn't even realize that I put 128 into an attack. That should have been an HP, but it was an attack. LOL. So, Shroom's team is pretty scary. In general, he has a lot of threats. He has this team, Ratcher, in Tartara, Persian, Klefki, Porygon 2, Manectric, Sneasel, Pangoro, Mega Tyranitar, Beautifly, and Audino. The biggest threat on his team is instantly Pangoro, in my opinion. I also think that Porygon 2 could be a little bit of trouble, so I had to plan for that pretty decently. Mega Tyranitar is also a pretty big threat. So, knowing that, I have a Choice Scarfed Diancie. This has enough speed to outspeed a max speed Pangoro pretty easily. This also pretty well gets really good chip damage on his team. For example, Hidden Power Ice, Earth Power, Moonblast, Earth Power and Moonblast. I think I have Diamond Storm on there. There was just a lot of things that this thing, Explosion, I'm sorry. I have Explosion on there just to give me a little bit of momentum because this team is fairly reliant on being just hard hitters and having momentum. So I don't have Diamond Storm, that's my fault. But I have Moonblast, Braviarys, Earth Power, and Explosion. Just hit this team pretty hard. This is my one of 3 Choice Scarfers because I want to just kind of sort of throw him off guard. The next mon is my Choice Scarfed Absol with Superpower, Knockoff, Fire Blast, and Sucker Punch. Superpower is mainly there just for this, and then this, it kind of hits pretty hard, and his Mega Tyranitar hits pretty hard. Knockoff is also there for the Porygon 2 because I want to knock off its Violite. And Audino could be a little bit of a problem, so I also am packing Superpower for that. I originally wanted Ice Beam on there, but I just couldn't fit it, so kind of had to have a little bit of an offset with this. The next mon is actually a mon that I got in transactions. We got to drop 2 mons to get 2 PU mons, which I dropped Ambipom and Cacturn. Now, a lot of people are going to think that dropping Ambipom was stupid. However, in case you haven't noticed, I'm doing terrible with Ambipom, so I decided to drop it, and Cacturn wasn't really going to do much for me because I already had Absol and I already had Cherrim, which I actually enjoy using Cherrim. So I got Fappy Bird, the Swoobat. I had to think about the name, even though it's right on the screen in front of me. The way we got to control our transactions, we got to say a mon with this, or a mon that doesn't have this. So I wanted a mon that has, I think it was a mon over base 100 speed, and my other one was a fire resist. So Shroom, thank you for this, buddy, gave me Carbink to go along with my Diancie. Yeah, he was real nice about that. So Fappy Bird is probably one of my all-time favorite mons to use in competitive, just because Simple is so good as an ability, and it's deceivingly bulky. Even though it has piss-poor stats, it's deceivingly bulky, so it's really cool. But I'm just running the standard defensive with Calm Mind Air Slash, Roost, and Psyshock. Psyshock because I can kind of see him bringing a specially defensive Porygon 2, so that was a thing that I was really taking into consideration. The next mon I knew I wanted was Grinds My Gears, the Life Orb Clang Clang with Shift Gear, Gear Grind, Wild Charge, and Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is there mainly just because Yellow Magic is cool, and being able to paralyze the Sneasel, the Mega Tyranitar, things of that nature would be really nice, along with Gear Grind for Klefki. Wild Charge is there because he has no other coverage moves for him aside from Return. So yeah, I have enough speed that after a Gear Grind I will outspeed a Choice Scarfed Pangoro. Pretty sure that's what I did. Yep. Then after that, I had my Choice Scarfed Tyranitar. I stuttered so bad there. With Earthquake, Superpower, Crunch, and Stone Edge because it hits his team extremely hard. Just max speed, max attack. In case he just tried to speed creep this thing, I just wanted to be pretty standard with this set. Now, Shroom is the meme king. I want you guys to understand this. to beat a meme king, you have to out-meme the meme. So, I'm bringing a Magnezone. So, when you look at his team, Choice Specs Magnezone does a fair amount to Klefki. You can trap it in, it can't paralyze you, all it can do is set up spikes and screens on you. Right? Now, Showdown has a way of saying you may be trapped by the opponent. Shroom will know I'm going to bring Magnet Pull to trap in his Klefki and kill it. The only thing is, I know how Shroom is, he will then bring in his Porygon 2, trace my Magnet Pull, and hit me with a Hidden Power Ground and screw me over. I know this will happen, I do not like this to happen, so I'm not running Magnet Pull. I'm running Sturdy with Choice Specs because it just hits his team very hard. Same thing with Tyranitar. I didn't need to get very standard with the speed, so I am just running the standard stuff. Hidden Power Ice is there specifically for the Torterra in case he brings it. And yeah, I'm really when I saw that Magnezone could trap this thing in and do work on it, and then the next thing I saw was Porygon 2, I was like, oh hell no. So I had to instantly go ahead and do it, not put Magnet Pull on it. So that's basically the team. Very quick rundown. Let's go ahead and hop over the battle and see how it ended up. So here we are in the game, and as you can see, he did not bring some of the main threats that I was really worried about, like his Mega Tyranitar, his Torterra. I was terrified of. However, what you do see is the pair of Klefki and Porygon 2 sitting right next to each other. So I instantly know what they're gonna freaking do. The only problem is he also has his Manectric, so I can't just freely spam Volt Switch, and that is a problem. So another thing that I really notice here is that he is pretty freaking weak to Swoobat if I get to set up decently, because he just cannot kill it once his Klefki is up and out of the way. So, with all that in mind, let's go ahead and click play, shall we? So he is in fact going to lead off with his Klefki as I lead off with my Magnezone. He instantly thinks he's trapped. He could go for a Choice Specs Flash Cannon that does a hell of a lot of damage. He is going to go for the Hidden Power. I believe it's Hidden Power Ground maybe, but Klefki is stupid weak. And now I get to kill him with the second thingy thing. So he is down. So, now that he is down, he is instantly going to go into his Porygon 2. Let's see what he does. As I predicted, he does go into his Porygon 2. He traces the Sturdy, and he knows I'm not trapped, and he freaks out in call. He was flipping it. I was laughing my ass off. So I'm going to go into my Swoobat, that is Hidden Power Ground, just like I expected, and this is basically setup fodder for me. Because of Simple, I'm going to +2 on each Calm Mind, which is amazing, and that Tri-Attack is still doing a decent amount of damage. However, it's nothing that I can't just roost off and things of that nature. So I'm going to go for another Calm Mind right here, which is really cool. I'm at +4 special attack, so I'm going to be hitting this. He gets a crit. Yep, that's awesome. So that means I'm now forced to roost, which is less than ideal. However, I'm going to be hitting this thing pretty hard. So I think. So he's going to go for another Tri-Attack, and right after the crit, he's going to get the Para. So it is what it is. I'm now slower. I have to just make sure that I'm healthy enough to do basically what I have to do. So right here, he's going to go for a Tri-Attack. He's not going to get a crit. I didn't think he would. However, I do just go ahead and go for the Air Slash, and I do absolutely nothing to this Porygon 2 at all. It was insane. So he's going to go for the Tri-Attack, not do a whole lot, but I knew he was going to attack me, so I go for the Roost. Puts me up to a good amount of HP, and I'm going to have a good opportunity here to set up to +6. He is going to switch out and go into his Pangoro. Or no, he goes into his Manectric, that's right, and then he Volt Switches into Pangoro. How I do get paralyzed. I did click Calm Mind right there, and that kind of sort of comes into play because I'd be at +6 special defense instead of +4. He's going to go for the Iron Tail. It does nothing. And right here, I'm going to go for the Roost because I figured he would Volt Switch or Thunderbolt or something like that. which kind of sort of sucks. He does Volt Switch here, and that does a shit ton of damage from me being +4 special defense, and he does go into his Pangoro. Or, no, he goes into his Beautifly. What am I smoking? I keep thinking of later on in the game. I go for the Side Shark right there and get some good damage off. If he had gone into Pangoro, he went into Pangoro, it wasn't that big of a deal. I would have had to sack this thing off, then I could have gone into one of my 3 choice Scarfers. He's going to go for the Infestation right here, which is a little bit of a problem. I go for the Roost because he can't hurt me at all. So I could Roost up, I can set up to +6 on this thing, and then I could be looking in a pretty decent spot. So I'm going to go for the Roost right here. I do set up to +6 right here. And this thing is slowly being a massive annoyance. So shout out to Nacho for giving me this thing in transactions. I really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. And he's going to go for the Infestation again, do absolutely nothing. I go for the Air Slash, and I just go ahead and get paralyzed. So his first game, not only is Swoobat setting up to +6, he's also getting pretty hacked out in this game, which kind of sort of sucks. So I'm going to go for the Infestation right here, and it doesn't do anything. I go for the Air Slash, and I just take out this stupid Beautifly. So, he can go into his Pangoro and kill me with a knockoff, like, pretty easily. That's what Pangoro does. He kills things. He goes into Pangoro. I'm sacking this thing off, 110%. He sets up a sub, and I was like, holy shit. If he is, like, sub power-up punch, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot. So, I know he's not Scarfed. That means my Diancie can outspeed and kill with a Moonblast, which is pretty cool. He goes for the Iron Head. He does not have knockoff. This Pangoro does not have knockoff. He's Koba Berry. It doesn't matter. This Swoobat is putting the hurting on Shroom. This PU Mon that I dropped Ambipom for, I dropped Ambipom for this thing, is putting in the finest of work. So, now that he's sending his Porygon 2 again, he has Iron Tail because he knows I have 2 of them. He gets the defense drop, which goes to -2 defense because of Simple, which sucks. I go over the Side Shock, and that does a lot of damage. So now, he is not going to be able to recover stall this thing pretty well. He does miss the Iron Tail, which is awesome. And I go for the second Side Shock, and I just take out this stupid thingy thing of things. So, Shroom said he had a meme for me. I didn't care about the 6-0 at this point in time because I had a couple of ways that I could win. So I'm basically just going to spend these next couple turns sacking this thing off. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not the most competitive person in the world. So just going ahead and sacking this thing off was totally worth seeing his memes. He does reveal he's Power Punch Audino, which is really cool. He gets the Iron Tail because I'm at -2 defense that just straight up drops me, which was hilarious. So I'm going to go into Grinds my gears. He's at +1 attack. I'm going to shift gear right here because I see no reason not to. He can't really touch me. But he's Power Herb Dig, and that does so much damage. Why did that do so much damage? I go for the Gear Grind. I get off a lot of damage on this thing. I'm Life Orbed. He goes for the Power Up Punch right here, I believe. No, he goes for the Covet and steals my Life Orb. That's what it was. So, in case you guys don't know what just happened, he went for Power Herb Dig, which makes Dig a 1-turn move instead of 2-turn move. Because he used his item, he went for Covet, and he gets to steal my item, which is a Life Orb, which is kind of a blessing because now this thing is on a timer. I still have my 3 choice Scarfers. I want to go into my Diancie because I can just go for a Moonblast and kill this thing. And all I have to do is make sure that this Manectric does not hit this Iron Tail, and I can kill it with a choice Scarfed Earth Power. So, he is going to go for the Iron Tail, and he misses, and his Choice Scarf Diancie gets 2 kills along with Swoobat, putting in the finest of work. I don't know if that crit mattered, honestly. If it did, I could have gone into one of my other Choice Scarfers and just killed it from there, along with my Magnezone. So that crit might not have been too matterful, except for the fact that it just did shorten up the differential points. But that game was absolutely freaking hilarious. From me expecting the Trace Porygon to Trace Magnepool with Hidden Power Ground, to Swoobat putting in the finest of work, to the Power Herb Dig Audino. This game was absolutely insane. Shroom, thank you so much for the fun game. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you leave a like down below. Also, make sure to go over to Shroom's channel and show him some love. He puts out some really cool content, and he's a really awesome dude. I think that every single one of you guys would enjoy his content. With all that being said, I'm going to go and get on out of here. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.